All I remember of Michael Cooper is that bloody TikTok that he did the other day.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's the only thing I remember.
Oh shit! I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
That
What
TikTok is quality.
It's him dancing. He's got moves, to be fair. He's got moves.
He's got the moves, you know.
100 likes, and I'll do his dance on a video. 100 likes.
Yes, please.
Please, that would be quality. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Argyle Way, and this is an action-packed video today. But we've got loads of news to cover, but mainly Plymouth Argyle versus MK Dons. Scared to face them, of course. Obviously, from last year, we got battered by them, but I feel like it'll be a different result this year, definitely. But also, other news we'll talk about is a Danny Mayer injury. How crucial will his miss be, and Joe Edwards' new contract as well, which we'll also cover. But first of all, we'll obviously go to the preview for the MK Dons match. As last year we lost 5-0 in the final day game, which was embarrassing, and we'll remember that for the wrong reasons. But we'll obviously get everyone's thoughts on this, on how important this game could be for us, as we haven't beaten MK Dons in, I don't know, God knows how long, but what it means for us, obviously on our unbeaten run right now.
We drew with them at their ground last season as well.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember it on the Sky Sports as well. One of the bloody fans just went flying. You remember that one, Leon?
Yeah.
That was funny as hell. But obviously, as well, it's different as well. They've got no Scott Twine, and I can't remember the other player that they've
Harry Darling.
Harry Darling. Because I couldn't remember his name the other day, but 2 big losses for them, and I feel like it's the most crucial losses that they've had. And look where they are.
They used to be.
They're third from bottom.
Yeah, they used to be called Scott Twine FC, but they're not anymore.
Yeah, they literally was.
Yeah.
He is a hell of a player, though.
He was a brilliant player.
Yeah,
and he's hardly got any games on for Burnley, has he, this season?
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping an eye on him.
Exactly.
Also, I'll double check, because I know he hasn't started at Burnley this season compared to other players they have.
Yeah.
I mean,
have they still got Maxwell Cornet at Burnley? Because I think if they do, then it's going to be impossible.
No,
he's gone to West Ham. Maxwell Cornet has.
Cornet's gone to
West Ham. Does he actually?
Yeah, no, he actually has. Yeah.
I should know that.
Yeah, Cornet.
Scott Twine has only made 1 appearance this season, and that's come from the bench. No goals at all. Their highest goal scorer. It doesn't bloody say who their bloody highest goal scorer is, for fuck's sake. I
might be able to check.
They ain't got none.
They haven't got none. Here we go. The top scorer is Nathan Taylor.
Nathan, okay.
That makes sense. He's on loan from Southampton.
Oh.
And Jay Rodriguez and Josh Brownhill.
Wait, how many does it say how many appearances and goals Twine has? Because I've just realised the page I'm looking on, they haven't updated it at all.
Scott Twine. Well, since from June 2021 to June 2022 last year, he played for MK Dons 50 times and scored 20.
Yeah, no, he was one of the top scorers last season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because every goal they scored was from him.
Yep,
exactly. Who was top scorer last season? It was Sunderland's striker, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I swear it was. Yeah, it was Sunderland's striker that was top scorer.
Ross Stewart.
No, it was Will Keane for Wigan. Then it was Ross Stewart for Sunderland. 26 and 25.
I always remember Will Keane because he was a Man United youth player. I always remember him.
Yeah.
Because it was Will Keane and Michael Keane who was in our youth.
Obviously, Michael Keane's at Everton.
Yep. But just going on to MK Dons, we'll obviously talk about. Do we all think that we'll comfortably win this, or it could be a bit of a scraper?
No, I think it'll be a tough game. I think we'll win it. I think it'll be one of them where they're gonna avoid us to play our own game, and we're gonna fall into their trap like we did with Sheffield, and it's gonna go down to the wire.
I agree with Harvey.
Yeah, I agree with Harvey as well. Definitely. Because obviously MK Dons, even though they are 22nd, they're still a pretty tough team to play against at their own stadium. It's what you expect though, really.
I mean, to be honest, I don't see it that way because they lost to Bristol Rovers at home. I mean,
they did lose to Bristol Rovers, to be fair.
But they are back at home, and since they are third from bottom and they're playing a team they destroyed last season, they might try and do something to turn up tomorrow.
The thing is, you say they're back at home. They was playing at home against Bristol Rovers.
Mind you, that is true. They were at home.
I think
I've
always struggled against the teams near the bottom, and especially when it comes to MK Dons. You know, they're not a bad team. They're just in a bad run of form. Like the concept of their club is quite high up, quite well known, and that's why I think that it'll be a tough one.
What are their names? I will not be able to say.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
We will win.
Managers.
Yeah, no, I'm still backing us to win. Definitely tomorrow. I think I'm not going to be on. I'm going to be honest, boys. I think next weekend will be harder than tomorrow. Bristol Rovers away.
Yeah, it will be.
Our support will shake up the Bristol players, I think.
Oh yeah, no, that is true. I still think we'll outsing them. Yeah,
exactly.
Bristol Rovers are one of those clubs where they're better supporting away than they are at their own ground.
To be fair, we should chant "What's it like to see a crowd?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We probably...
Yeah. Definitely.
But if we want to bitch about MK Dons, now's the right time to do it before Matey Boy comes on.
Jesus Christ. But speaking of MK Dons, their team lineup against Bristol Rovers that lost 1-0. They had coming in goal O'Hora, Lewington, Jules, Oyegoke, Smith, former Man City player there, Smith, Johnson, McKay, how you say his name, Harvey, hello, Theode, and Will Grigg.
Had the early call up, didn't I?
Yeah, you had the early call up. To be honest, Will Grigg, how old is Will Grigg? 31.
He's past it now. He's not the same player that everyone knew in the Euros.
Exactly.
I'll doubt it if he even scores, to be honest.
I'll be very surprised if he does score. But looking at that lineup,
no scar for us.
Oh yeah, we don't have Dan's scar.
Oh, so did we appeal it at the end? By the way,
no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
it didn't make sense to appeal it. It didn't make sense.
Because this is what me and Harvey were talking about at the end of my vlog last Saturday at Plymouth Life Centre. We were saying we could appeal it, but like there'd be that risk of appealing it and then it doesn't go to plan, and then
he's out for
more of a worst case scenario.
Yeah, and he's out for more games.
Yeah, it'll be out for Exeter if we appeal it. So there's no point.
That as well.
Our running until Exeter is 3 beatable games without Scar.
Our running into Wickham at home is.
Well,
is the real deal.
That's what I'm saying.
But like what Harvey was saying, without Scar, MK Dons away, Bristol Rovers away, Shrewsbury at home. Yeah, we should win all 3 of those games.
I sort of want Adam Randall to get his booking on Saturday, so he gets his 1 match ban out of the way. Because I think the longer that we're prolonging it, the longer we're giving him game time, is just destructing his form, and it's gonna make him be as in not good form for when we do play the big teams. Exactly. And to be honest, I think he'd be all the players, but especially Randall being like a homegrown talent for Argyle, he'd be definitely up for it for Exeter. So I'd be happy to see Adam Randall 2-foot player on Saturday.
Okay.
If it was last man,
have it.
Imagine if it was Scott Twine.
Oh yeah, if he was playing for him.
Yeah. But we'll have a little cheeky, obviously back at the teams that that was in the 5-0 loss against MK Dons. But look at MK Dons' team. So they had Connor Coventry, Kane Kessler, who's at Huddersfield, Kasumi, who's at Huddersfield, Troy Parrott, Scott Twine,
who's at Preston.
Yeah, and then Darling. So like all of them players are now not at MK Dons anymore, which is
it shows their team can be dependent on 2 or 3 players.
Exactly.
To show.
And then in our team, we there's players that's not here anymore, like Stephen Sessegnon, Ryan Broom, Jordan Garrick, Jeff Cott, Law. It's just, but some of them, one of them players went out. 2 players went out on loan, which is Law and Jeff Cott. But then Garrick, we didn't renew his loan. Broom's gone out to Cheltenham. Then Sessegnon's at Charlton.
Yeah.
And Houghton got sent off in that game. I forgot about that.
If you have a look at it though, Steve Sessegnon, our replacement for Steve Sessegnon is Ballymumba. Our replacement for Jordan Garrick is either Whitaker or Cosgrove. Our replacement for Ryan Broom is Matt Butcher. You know, we've the people that we've lost, we've upgraded with better talents.
Exactly.
Whereas MK Dons have struggled with that. MK Dons haven't really.
They haven't really upgraded.
Window, they haven't. Yeah. Which you think they would have.
Who's more of our replacement for Kamara then, Butcher or Randall? Or Houghton?
Butcher.
Yeah, no, it'd be Butcher, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Randall would snap pan in half. That's what I'm saying. Alan Randall is rock solid.
Nice. And then obviously on the bench as well, we had Finley Crask, who's actually made 2 appearances for Yeovil Town now.
Yeah, no, he is. I was going to say, I thought he's at Yeovil, wasn't he?
Yeah, my former classmate. Yeah.
They're not doing very well in the National League.
Mate, yeah.
17th, but it could be worse. You could be Torquay.
Torquay. Mate, they're doing terrible.
Well, they've got an important game tomorrow. Their 4th round, the last qualifying round for the FA Cup. They win that. That should be money for them. I haven't heard of the other team. I've never heard of this other team that they're playing.
Yeah, but speaking of the, we'll go on to the news. We'll go on to the news part of this preview now. We'll talk about first of all, Danny Mayer's injury. He's out for around over 4 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to
6 weeks, which is, I would say, it's a big miss. It's a big miss. But like other people saying, we've got depth in our midfield, but how long can they play for, and will they stay fit? That's the question.
I would say it's a big miss, but I think we'll be all right. It'll only start to get worrying if we had more than just Danny Mayer injured at the moment, especially up front.
If Fenazaz or Whitaker got injured, then we would be in trouble.
Yeah, it'd be even harder.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's one player in our team that we cannot afford to lose to injury more than anyone, and that's obviously Cooper.
Yeah, I was going to say Cooper.
He went down the other game, didn't he? I can't remember what game was it.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
All I remember of Michael Cooper is that bloody TikTok that he did the other day.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's the only thing I remember.
Oh shit! I haven't seen it yet.
That TikTok is quality.
It's him dancing. He's got moves, to be fair. He's got moves.
He's got the moves, you know.
100 likes, and I'll do his dance on a video. 100 likes.
Yes, please.
That would be quality. I'll stick it on this video for I'll obviously keyframe and I'll stick it in this video if anybody hasn't seen it. But
if you make an intro for your YouTube channel, Harvey, then that should be the intro.
That should be the intro.
Yeah, me just give it one of them ones.
With your banner name, and then it dips to black, and then it just cuts to you saying, "Hi guys, welcome back to my channel."
Yeah, I've watched a video. Nah, no way, no way, no money could make me do that.
Oh god, here we go.
But 100 likes. As soon as this video gets 100 likes,
we need to spread this video.
Next preview, I'll do the
viral.
Video.
Oh, yeah, it'll go viral, mate. It'll go viral.
I'd show Coops what's what though. I'd just I'll do it better. I'll be like, look, mate.
I've got the better moves. I'll show you what's up, eh?
I think he might be a little bit better keeper, but that's all right. We can keep that one. Keep that one to the side.
I like the bio in the Facebook chat said, "Dance if you're the best keeper in League One."
Yeah.
He is the best keeper in League One. No one else can compare.
100%.
No one else can compare. But
best
other
keeper
news...
in the EFL, I think.
Oh yeah.
Best
Other
keeper in
news
EFL.
as well for our club as well is important new deal for Joe Edwards. I feel it was a long time coming. To be honest, Joe Edwards is one of our. He's one of those captains that we haven't had in a long time, and I feel that getting him a new contract is deserved.
Do you think it'll be his last contract?
It depends. It really depends.
The 24-25 season, he'll be what, 33, 34? Could be his last.
I'll search up Joe Edwards now.
Well, he joined our club in 2019, the year we went down to League Two, and that was
in the year 2025.
That was the Snakes' first year in charge as well.
34. It'll be 33, 34, depending on when it's back.
He turns 32 in 31st of October.
So it'll be
That's
35.
Halloween. Imagine if Joe Edwards scores a belter against Scum on his birthday on Halloween. Unreal.
Yeah, best captain ever.
Jack will probably run on the pitch.
I'd
love to, but I know I'll get banned from home.
You'll get hustled by the
so I can't
security.
afford to do that. No,
Would
someone else can do that.
I was going to say, I didn't mean do it. I was joking, obviously.
No, obviously, but yeah, it would be quality still. At the end of the day, it'd still be quality, and it'd be good content. Actually, record it.
Who's that one on the pitch? Oh, it's Jack.
Yeah. I'd get out on the vlog.
You probably would, to be fair.
Yeah.
Joe Edwards should do what Rodri did for Man City against Arsenal last season. Just celebrate. Just go up to the Exeter fans, take his shirt off, and just go, "Have it, you twats."
That'd be quality. But we'll as well go through the last the lineup that we had from last week. So we had Cooper in goal, Wilson, Scar, who's suspended, so he won't be able to play. Galloway, Edwards, Houghton, Butcher, Mumba, Whitaker, Ennis, and Cosgrove. Because when I saw Ennis and Cosgrove, I was like, last week in the lineup, I was like, we're playing two up front. It was very weird when I saw that, but I don't think he'll play with two up front this time.
Shuey, though, some point in the season, play both Cosgrove and Hardy up front in one of our games this season.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe if we go to a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2.
Yeah. I would only say he would do that if we're running out of an attacking midfield. Like if Finn Azaz got injured as well. Like that's probably.
I hope not.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't get injured, and hopefully he helps us throughout the season. Simple as that. That's all I could say. But obviously for our centre back, so Dan Scar will be a big miss. A lot of people, like my brother, saying it's not a red card, it's an absolute disgrace. And then there's some people that saying it's a red card.
They were both yellow cards.
They were both yellow cards.
I could see why the ref gave it red. I could see, like, the ref had to give both players the same card. But I think
otherwise it would have been bullshit.
And then
both giving red kills the game. It killed 10 on 10, just sort of kills the game. The refs lost all the players. He's lost the home crowd. He's lost the away crowd. I think. But it was like a nasty challenge for both of them. They both went in. Well, Scar went in a bit late, reckless, studs up.
What I don't get is we got the free kick after, so Scar shouldn't have got sent off.
Nah, he had to give both players the same card.
Yeah, but we got the free kick after.
Yeah, so probably what's happened. I can't really remember it fully, but I remember. That Connolly, he was on the floor already, and then Scars went into him. Connolly must have had his studs up, and I know Scar had his studs up.
Yeah.
So
and then I think I saw a video of the referee in the tunnel. Someone saying to him, "Do you think it was a red card?" And he said no. He was like shaking his head like that. Like,
yeah,
they were both yellows, but at least both of them got sent off. Because if it was just Scarlett got sent off, I would.
It would have been unfair. It would have been unfair.
Maybe the reason why Scar got sent off, he might have aggravated it a bit more by giving it lip to the ref and the players, because there was a little scuffle, wasn't there? So it's not like that Connolly stayed on the floor, but Scar got up, didn't he? Scar got up.
So if the referee's shaking, if the referee's shaking his head, going, "Nah, it's not a red," he must have thought on the pitch, and you thought, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" Oh, send both off then.
I think it comes down to experience and composure for the ref, because you've got to understand as well, the ref is just like the players. It's like, you know, so that's why you get better refs than some, and I think that's why it's a bit poor how our league and League Two, some championship games get like the newly type refs, the ones which are, you know, a bit inexperienced, the ones that can't really handle a tough crowd. Because you got to imagine getting 10, 15,000 people screaming wanker and shit ref at yourself. Like it's obviously going to make it's going to knock your confidence.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like playing
why I'd
football.
never want to become a referee, because I would get that every game.
Yeah.
I think the lino was just as bad though. Linesman was just as bad.
Mate,
when they both got sent off, the whole of where I was sitting at the Lyndhurst stand was like, for a good 5 minutes, it was just throughout my entire row, it was just people going, "You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing."
Yeah. Like, when you've got like even 5,000+ people screaming that at you, it's going to make you put thoughts in your head, isn't it? And that's why I think being a ref, and especially with football, most positions, is more of a mental game than it is physical. And I think the ref we had was a bit mentally weak, I'd say.
Yeah. It was just very suspicious as well. To be honest, and most of the times they dive, and then it was like,
I mean,
foul.
When the 50-50 went in, did the crowd even go? Did the crowd just go silent?
Yeah, it was one of them, you know, when like a challenge goes in and everyone just goes, "Ooh," like,
like
that. You just heard 10,000 people go.
Yeah.
What I didn't.
It was a bad challenge.
Was that I get that people were annoyed at it for that reason, but what annoyed me the most was some people alongside me in the home end. Half time, Liam and Harvey know this already. Half time, some of my home men were booing. I was like, "How the hell are we booing when we're bloody winning the game?" As it sounds, I get why you're booing.
I think they was booing the ref.
Boo when we're
they might have been booing the
lead
referee
of a football match.
Yeah,
they might have been booing the
probably booing the ref. I booed the ref at half time.
Mate, a lot of people were probably booing the referee.
I was giving it the ref.
Because that's 2 games in a row now where 2 referees have had very suspicious games and did not get the right decisions. Simple as that.
The thing is,
that's my honest opinion.
The thing is, the Wickham ref was absolutely fine. He was on our side.
Oh no, he had a good game. He had a good game. I was there. He had a good game.
But when it comes to home park refs, they're like, "Oh God, I got to go down to Devon, have I? Oh, all right then."
That's probably just an element of it. They're like, "Oh, I don't want to go down Devon again."
I think the worst one so far was the Sheffield Wednesday one. That ball definitely crossed the line, for crying out loud.
Oh, it did.
Yeah,
it did.
Bold fraud.
That's on the liner though. That's on the liner, not the ref.
Actually, that's more on the line. Actually, yeah. It should have ended 3-1. I don't care what other people say to me. It should have ended 3-1.
Well, the main thing is the 3 points.
We got the 3 points, which is the main thing. So up the greens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But good little talks on the preview for MK Dons, which I'm very excited about tomorrow. Hopefully, all of the people that's going to that game have an amazing time. Simple as that. But I don't know how many tickets. How many tickets did they sell for the game?
2,600.
2,600, which is an amazing support.
I mean,
incredible. Maybe could have sold more. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, it's pretty much a home game anyway tomorrow.
Yeah.
MK Dons.
Jesus.
I don't think
their away end can hold to about 7,000. So why did they not give us that?
Yeah.
But, because I don't think they're going to sell 7,000 tickets themselves.
There we go. We'll now move on to this. EFL League One prediction. So this week there's some more interesting games. So at least we'll then be able to, and if you and obviously for Liam and Harvey England, for the fixtures that you don't go through, you can put the predictions in the Instagram chat. So then I'll write them down. So
I'll message you a messenger anyway.
That's all right. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a problem at all.
Oh, another quick one, boys. Another quick one. It's my birthday in 3 days.
Oi!
Hey.
Oi!
Right,
Sorry,
tomorrow
Sorry,
I'll
boys.
discuss.
Back to the video.
Tomorrow I'll discuss
Yeah.
with you about next week and what drink you want.
Yeah, class. We'll have a chat. We'll have a
Good
chat.
lad. Good lad.
Do you know the funny
On the
thing
I want to
is?
get myself a drink anyway.
Do you know the
Yeah.
funny thing is, Harvey England?
Yeah.
I thought you was older than me.
I know. Everyone says I'm older, but I'm the big 1'8", the big 18.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
I'm bloody 20 in
I hate
January.
being old.
Oh please! I don't even want.
Depot
I
incoming.
don't want
I
to go
think.
to the 20s, man.
I'll be 19 in May.
Can I
Guys,
go back in time? Because my
Guys,
back's starting to give
it's
way.
fine until you get to 23. That's all I'm
My
saying.
back's starting to give way. I'm feeling old
22
already.
is
Oh,
all right.
no,
I'm gonna be-
all my muscles are so. My muscles are like that. I'm 18 in age, but I'm about 65 in body. I'm telling you, it's so bad.
Meanwhile, guys, I'm 23 years old, but I'm mentally 12.
You're mentally 12.
He said that in a voice message. Oh, I'm mentally 12. I just laughed at that bit.
Nice. But obviously first game we'll go through is Accrington Stanley.
UNA.
There you go. Liam said it.
Yeah.
That's another one to add to the counter. And Derby County. Well, obviously last game Derby County lost to Port Vale.
You know what? I think this is going to be a tough game.
Really?
I actually
Yeah,
think
I
this will be
think
a
so.
tough game, yeah.
I reckon a draw or a Stanley win. That's what
I
I'm
think
thinking.
Stanley will win tomorrow.
Mm.
I'm going to go 2-1 Stanley. I'm kicking
After
it off.
seeing some of
2-1
how they played
Stanley.
against us, I can see them beating Derby tomorrow at home.
Mm.
I know Liam's
I'm
going for a
gonna-
Derby win because I know Liam.
Yeah.
Oh, is this this must be Luca, the MK fan?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Oh,
I'm
MK
gonna go
fan.
I'm gonna go for a Derby win as well. I'm gonna go. I think Aki will score. I'm gonna go 2-1 Derby.
2-1 Derby. Interesting.
Nice.
Aki was
Nice.
cack against us. That's why.
Boys, what?
Really? I thought in some moments against us they played quite well.
No.
Hello, Luca.
Hi Luca, how you doing?
Big up, man. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Not bad, not
Oh,
bad.
Good.
Boys,
Yeah.
how can I see my camera?
You swipe to the left.
Swipe to the left.
How do I see my camera?
Swipe to the left.
There's a stop
That
video,
way.
share content.
Luke, lad, I'm just as confused as you, mate.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's why I don't do it on my phone. I have a laptop.
I'm on a laptop. I'm on a laptop.
I'm using
Yeah.
my phone.
I'm on
Can
my
anyone-
phone. Anyway, what's your prediction, Harvey? Cousin Harvey.
Oh, me. Ooh.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll add this bit to the video, of course. But
Yeah.
I think it might be a 1-0 Derby win. It's not.
Ooh.
I think it might be. I don't, because I think Accrington Stanley, after that Plymouth win, that red card that they got for their player, it could mean it could be a bigger difference in their midfield. But I think Derby County have got the better team, and I feel like they will bounce back with a win against Accrington Stanley because they need a win. They lost to Port Vale last week, and if they lose Accrington Stanley, then promotion might be screwed for them.
Well, Accrington's in a good run of form. Bar from when they got battered by us, they was in a good run of form, sat in 9th
Yeah.
before. So I reckon,
Exactly.
Derby at home is a good game for them to regain their, begin their win streak again. So that's why I've gone with a 2-1.
Yeah,
Accrington.
exactly.
I reckon they're going to do them.
Yeah, and then we still got Jack to say his score prediction.
Definitely.
But
Luca, what's your score prediction? We haven't gave.
What for Derby v
Give-
Accrington?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, give us a score prediction. man.
Derby to win 3-1.
Oof.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
nice.
Fair play, fair play.
Nice.
Accrington are rubbish, so I'm going to go for Derby to win 3-1.
I give
They
it
are.
applause, to be honest. And I'm going to do a bet, obviously, tomorrow, but I might jot some of those scores down in some of my prediction, not prediction, but on my bet as well. So
It's like me with sometimes I do a wins bet.
yeah,
Bet.
exactly.
That goes to pot. But when I do the predictions and I get some right, I'm thinking
You
wish
should
I
have
did
done
that
that now.
To everyone
Then he'll
watching,
process to
Liam.
call me a fraud.
to everyone
Liam, what do you
watching,
think about
Because
tomorrow's game?
you get some right, which I'm like, how the hell did you get that right? It's
to everyone
bullshit.
watching, please bet responsibly and make sure you're 18
Yeah,
years.
don't gamble, kids. Please bet responsibly.
What did you?
Yeah, like one famous man says, please gamble responsibly.
Yes.
Liam,
Yeah.
what do you think about Plymouth?
Say again.
What are you thinking about tomorrow's game, Liam?
Yeah.
6-0 Argyle.
6-0.
Joking, I'm
But
joking.
obviously,
I'm
we'll
joking,
put
I'm
that. We'll
joking.
talk about the predictions.
Right.
Predictions in a bit.
For this one, guys, I'm going to say Accrington Stanley 1, Derby 0.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
respectable.
can understand why everyone is saying Accrington Stanley win, and I absolutely respect it. But Derby could bounce back tomorrow. I'm not saying that they will, but they
What did you go
could.
for, Luca?
We'll see what happens.
For Plymouth v MK Dons?
No, for
Nah,
Accrington
for
Stanley
Derby,
Derby.
He put
Derby.
3-1.
He put 3-1.
Derby 3-1.
Okay, fair enough.
But obviously, we'll talk to Luca as well about MK Dons a bit whilst we carry on. But with MK Dons as well, their form since they've lost Scott Twine and Harry Darling it shows that how important they were to that team, and then obviously some other players as well. But then the Bristol Rovers lost last week has just basically just summed it up, really.
I just look at it right. Like I was there on Shrewsbury, and I was there Bristol Rovers. I've been going to most games this season, and for me, it's a complete complex team of last season. Whereas we had the likes of Scott Twine, Harry Darling, and that, as you just mentioned. And for me, last season we built a team where I know half of them were low needs and that.
Yeah.
But we built a very, very good team where came so close. We battered you 5-0 at the final game of the season.
Thanks, mate. I didn't want reminding of that, but cheers. Carry on. Carry on.
However, results didn't go our way because Rotherham won on the final game of the season. But I just think the recruitment's been so bad. Liam Sweeting, who is the recruitment, I think he's been very, very, very bad at recruitment. There's been about Pete Winkelman as well, about the chairman. They all want him out. Look, I give Manning right until the end of the month. We're in a relegation.
Fixtures? Let's have a look.
Our fixtures
we'll
are.
look for him here.
Okay, I'll let you say it. It's fine.
If you give him until Cheltenham away,
So there we go.
if he doesn't beat
We got,
Cheltenham,
obviously
if he doesn't,
Wickham, Charlton, Cheltenham.
You'll be
If he
up for that Wickham game as well because that's a Buckinghamshire derby. That is.
if he doesn't beat Cheltenham, he's gone. Surely.
Yeah.
Look, the thing is, we've got a different squad, and I don't rate some of our players. Like Will Grigg, he's not the player what he was before.
Yeah, well, that's what we talked about. Yeah.
That's what I was saying when I was saying that.
Yeah.
And we've got Tucker from Gilliam. He isn't that good as well. And we replaced Harry Darling for Tucker. And then the only two players we're missing who haven't played since last season was Tenai Watson and Mo Isa.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, mate, I don't think anyone at Gillingham's good at the moment, considering where they are in League Two at the moment.
To be fair, that's what I was saying. I was saying that before you jumped on, Luca. I was saying the difference between the sides now is that the players that we've got rid of, our upgrades, you could argue, are better than what we had. Whereas the people that you've lost and like sold on and stuff, and the people that's returned back on loan, the people you've brought in is not at that same caliber.
Exactly, because
exactly.
Obviously, you're an MK fan, Luca. But do you see us going up this season?
yeah, I do think you lot will go up this season because a few people are asking me
Good lad.
as well. I think we will survive because I do think I do think in January we will have to be forced to spend money, whether it's not the players what we need to improve the team, but it might be players that will actually keep us up. And so, however, we might get a couple of Premier League loanees.
Yeah.
So until the end of the season, that might actually become good. So I think for us, I think we're going to finish around 18th this season. I think it's just going to be a transition season. Like,
which is which from
That's
last
where we
season
finished in
it's just
2020-21.
Yeah. Imagine in January. In January, MK Dons just get fucking Scott Twine back on loan.
At least
Imagine the scenes.
At least MK fans are honest. It's not like Wickham fans where they say, "Oh, we're still going to get the playoffs."
That's all they said to me throughout the entire vlog, because I went to Wickham away and when I was interviewing some of their fans, they all said Wickham were going to win, and I said, "Where do you think Wickham will finish the season?" They all still think they're going to get into the playoffs. So
this is all I say.
I don't know about that one.
Liam, are you going to the game tomorrow?
No, not sadly.
Oh, Liam, you got to go, Liam.
Can't.
Why?
It's like the train prices are mental. It's like 130 quid for me and it's quite a lot of money. 130 for me and
what about the coach?
50.
Luca, I was just going to say, I went to Wickham away at the start of this month, and I have to be honest, it's literally the quietest home
it is. I've been there once
stands
before.
I've ever seen in my life.
Their atmosphere isn't that great. Wickham
It's awful.
It's awful.
We outsung them the whole 90 minutes.
You did.
They literally just they don't know how to sing unless they score.
Yeah. Exactly.
But no, I'm not confident tomorrow, man. I would love to be optimistic and say to Liam and Harvey and Jack and say what we're going to batter Plymouth. But however, we don't have the team what we did from last season.
Yeah.
If we would have had a similar team to last season, then I think we would have been up there this season challenging. Because no one didn't expect MK to be this bad.
Because if you had Scott Twine and Harry Darling now, you would have absolutely battered Bristol.
And you had the likes of Connor Coventry, Troy Parrott, and you had all of them as well.
I was going to say,
they've gone to different clubs.
Because of those losses, Luca, I will be honest, I had MK Dons in my predictions. I didn't have you to do this badly, but I had you to finish 9th this season in my predictions, just outside the playoffs. Where did you have MK Dons to finish this season in your predictions?
6th.
Oh, okay.
Wow, fairs. Okay. Where did you have us?
Like 4th.
Oh,
which is reasonable. I can understand.
I was really worried you're going to be another one of those that put us like 10th or 11th or something.
I had Ipswich. I had Sheffield Wednesday to win the league.
Same.
Oh yeah.
That
team does look strong.
Boys, I'm going to have to jump off now, all right, lads? Cheers for having me on.
Put your predictions in the Instagram chat.
Group chat. Yeah.
Are you coming on later on, Harv?
Yeah, I should be. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I'll see you then.
See you then.
See you in a bit,
just out of curiosity, Luca, where did you put the Scum and where did you put Pompey?
I can't really remember Exeter, but I think Exeter I put them like 12th.
Well, you had them well higher than I did.
Jesus. But to be honest, right now they are overachieving. They are overachieving this season right now.
Pompey, I put them 3rd.
Anyway, I'm gonna go as well, but I will catch you on the.
You've got a stream to go to.
Yeah,
Enjoy, Liam.
I'll catch
put
you
your
on
predictions in the chat as well.
Yeah, I will do. Right. Catch you on the review on Sunday.
All right, no worries.
Yes, Liam,
yeah.
I'll see you in a bit then, Liam.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit, Liam.
Bye. But obviously some of the games that we're gonna go through right now, like obviously Accrington Stanley versus Derby that we just talked about. There'll be a lot more games that I feel like last week there were some surprising losses, like Bolton lost to Forest Green.
They did.
Portsmouth drew to Fleetwood. Like
Bolton last week.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't believe Portsmouth drew to Fleetwood. Another team
that's done us a huge favour. That has. Fleetwood, I'm going to be honest, they've been my surprise of the season this season. I had them to go down, finish bottom, and I think Scott Brown should be really happy with how they've done this season so far.
Fleetwood, exactly, we're having a similar season to what Fleetwood are having.
Yeah. I can understand.
From last season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see
definitely.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, do you think this is the question I was going to ask you, Luca? Do you still think MK will stay up and be in League One again?
Yeah, I
next
do
season?
think they will stay
I
up
think they will,
because
yeah.
I think they'll finish about 18th this season. I think they've got to stay up. I do think Manning won't last the season. I do think we will bring a manager in. There has been reports that the fans want Carl Robinson back.
Ah.
That, you know what, that's a shout actually,
That
because
would be
Oxford
decent.
fans are not sure if they want him anymore. And I have a feeling if they lose to Exeter tomorrow, I think he's going to go.
Yeah, he'll go.
Because
yeah.
I'm good friends with the Oxford fan on YouTube, the Unfan podcast, and I saw his Instagram poll the other week about whether Robinson's staying or not. But last week after I think it was when Oxford lost to you guys. Actually, I think he was saying he was saying Robinson needs to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, he might go back to MK.
We'll see what
because
happens.
he's from MK anyway. He's from MK anyway.
Interesting. But moving on to obviously Bolton versus Barnsley.
Oh, okay.
Last week Barnsley lost to Forest Green, and then Barnsley lost to Exeter, which is a little bit suspect for both teams because right now they're both pushing for playoffs.
I already said to you guys this week on the chat, it's the most Exeter thing they could have done, to lose 2-0 at home to Burton, to then win away 2-0 against Barnsley.
Yeah. They lost to bloody Cheltenham. They've lost to Cheltenham.
And they lost to Cheltenham at home.
Yeah. Did they lose to Bristol Rovers as well?
No, they drew.
No, they didn't.
To be fair, I had Cheltenham to stay up anyway because I think Alfie May is one of the best strikers in the league on paper.
Yeah, on paper he is.
Do you think MK Don should go for someone like an Alfie May in January?
Yeah,
that could happen. You know,
it depends.
I said in my predictions, if Cheltenham keep Alfie May, I think they'll stay up. If they sell him in the summer, I think they could go down.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I've got Cheltenham to just stay up. I had Fleetwood. I know one of them I've got already, which is wrong already, which is Fleetwood. I had Fleetwood, Port Vale, Morecambe, and who's my other one? It was actually Accrington Stanley I had going down this season, but I know Fleetwood and Stanley are wrong already. So
yeah, you've definitely got that one wrong.
Do you think anyone can replace Scott Twine with our current players? Our squad, our strikers are like League Two players, right? So they're not really that good like Twine is. Do you think Alfie May can be like that?
I mean, he's done it for Cheltenham, so I don't see why not he can do it for MK. Yeah. Although, having said that, Alfie May, if I rightly remember, he went up with Cheltenham from League Two in 2020. Yeah, because he joined Cheltenham in 2020 and he brought Cheltenham up to League One, in the first place.
But which striker do you think there is to actually replace Scott Twine that can be really like Scott Twine? Because we had Reece Healy, we had Twine. We know how to replace players at times. But is there anyone decent? Like, which striker do Dons need to go if they actually?
And I was going to say the current top scorer for League Two this season is a player at probably one of your rivals, Sam Hoskins at Northampton with 11 goals. And I know if he joined MK, I know Northampton fans would probably call him a Judas.
Do you think Sam Hoskins is good enough to bang goals in like Scott Twine?
That's what I mean, though. Yeah, it depends if he can bang them like Scott Twine can.
Because Dons need a striker, need someone who's going to score 20 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
We need someone like a Plymouth striker or an Ipswich striker or like a big club like
that. And this is a new thing I'm going to say to Jack as well. It's popped up on their Twitter that we're going for a striker from Notts County, Macaulay Langstaff.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard with one of the clubs that
he scored 16 goals in 13 games this season.
Yeah.
And at the age of 25. Looks a decent striker, but we don't need another. Well,
I mean,
Depends, doesn't
Luca,
it?
you could wind up. Your club could wind up Exeter fans in January and just sign
They could.
Giovanni Brown instead.
Giovanni Brown, yeah.
Exactly.
He is. He actually is. He actually is the joint second highest
Joint
top
second
scorer in the
top,
league,
yeah.
Giovanni Brown, along
Oh,
with
is it?
Pompey's Colby Bishop. The highest is Johnson
Colby
Clark
Bishop
Harris
is
for
the one I
Peterborough.
do think MK should go and get.
Yeah.
We need someone like a Colby Bishop or Johnson Clark Harris.
There's
Clark Harris, yeah.
Victor Adebayo from Burton. I don't know how you
Adebayo,
pronounce
yeah.
it.
Adebayo, or whatever his name
He's
is.
at Burton. Then you got Aaron Collins at Bristol Rovers.
Yeah.
Ellis Harrison is at Port Vale.
Or just do a
And
Fox
the next
Green did,
one
just sign
is-
bloody Connor Wickham.
I don't think I'm going to be honest. I can't see MK Dons signing Mehmeti from Wickham because as one of your arch
He's their
rivals.
most. He's their most
Is
important player.
Mehmeti?
So
Do
I
you think
don't think he would
Mehmeti's that
leave.
good? Do you think Mehmeti's that good though?
He is. He's on 5 goals at the moment, which I know
Yeah.
you could say is low, but he is the joint 8th highest scorer in the league
Yeah.
so
And
far,
you'd
along
say
with
reasonably
Hardy and
say he's a
Cosgrove for
midfielder.
us.
You'd reasonably say he's a midfielder as well, and he's still young as well. He's like 21, 22.
And then there's Connor Wickham from Forest Green.
Dons needs someone like a Connor Coventry type that's going to actually create space. And
Oh
is
yeah,
actually-
yeah. And the thing is, Connor Coventry hasn't even gone out on loan. He's playing for West Ham now, which is nuts. But like, if we're talking about that as well, but like, look at Bolton with look at Bolton and Barnsley as well. If you look at Barnsley's team, I remembered one of the Barnsley YouTube channels that they when they played against us, they said they needed a striker because they could not finish anything against us. We beat them 1-0. And they said they needed a bloody striker. But if you look at their squad, we'll go through their squad as well. Defenders, the attackers, they've got Devante Cole, Tedic, James Norwood, and Josh Martin.
No, I just think with
Kitchen
those
sink.
I just think with those attackers, they look very good.
See, boys, this is my player, Kitchen Sink.
You're obsessed with Liam Kitchen.
I might as well just get him framed on the back wall. Kitchen
Exactly.
Sink.
Wait till he comes to Argyle. Harvey's gonna have a party.
I'm gonna have a party, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna have a party.
You should.
Yeah, definitely. But speaking about Bolton versus Barnsley, I think this could be a draw. I think this could be a 1-1 draw.
Ooh,
I
actually,
think
that's-
Barnsley will beat them 2-0.
They are inconsistent at the moment, Bolton, especially with those defeats to
Yeah.
Cheltenham and Forest
And then as
Green,
well, if
but
you look at Barnsley, that 2-0 Exeter loss doesn't really help things either.
I agree with
that's true.
I agree with Rosevere. I'm going to say a draw, but I'm going to say a goalless 0-0.
Goalless 0-0. Oi, oi, oi. Interesting. Goalless 0-0 draw. And then obviously we'll get Harvey England and Liam's predictions later on.
I could just see it end up being a disappointing day for both of them tomorrow, as they both try desperately to catch up with who's ahead of them in the table.
Exactly, yeah. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna go 0-0.
And but then next result, Battle of the Tin Pots, I'd honestly say.
Battle of survival.
Battle of survival. Burton versus Morecambe.
For me, both teams haven't been that great. I know Morecambe have got Cole Stockton. So he's another striker I do think.
He's another
should
one,
go.
to be fair, you're right.
Yeah, Carl
He's
Stockton,
another one.
yeah.
And a lot of clubs are trying to get him. Fleetwood wanted him as well. And there's a lot of clubs, but I think he's worth about $1 million.
To be honest, I'm not surprised Morecambe wouldn't want to sell him to
Yeah,
Fleetwood. As one of their arch rivals, they hate
Yeah.
each other.
And
I think Morecambe and Burton, I think Morecambe are going to win 1-0.
Interesting. I think I might agree with Luca as well. I might go 1-0 Morecambe because I feel right now Burton they do pull off some. They drew against Peterborough, but it depends if they can pull off any other result. Like they lost to Fleetwood 1-0 and then they lost to Shrewsbury 2-1. they're inconsistent as well. But then you look at Morecambe; they just lost 3 games on the bounce. I know they're.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Yeah,
I think, as it stands, hate to say it to both Burton and Morecambe fans, I think both are going down to League Two this season.
Yeah, Burton's one of my favourites to go down.
In fact, I think at the moment, Burton, Morecambe, and Forest Green are all going down to League Two for next season.
Yeah.
So I think, as it stands, it's between Bristol Rovers, probably Cheltenham, probably. I hate to say it's you right now, Luca. Probably you guys, but I do think you will stay up. But it's between a lot of clubs who ends up in that last relegation spot.
But it's crazy if we go down, because think about it, like the team what we had last season, we were unbelievable. We were beating teams every week, and then this season was split a bit.
And that's what I mean. It can happen because
I had this situation before.
At the end of 2020-21, Wigan finished 20th. They just survived, and then last season they ended up winning the league.
Yeah, like a bounce back like that, anything can happen, really. But I'll obviously move on to the next game now, just writing the team names down, and then we'll jot the predictions down.
And it's the same with Lincoln. Lincoln were in the playoff final, but lost to Blackpool in the 21 playoff final. But then the following season, they did so much worse, but they did stay in the league, obviously.
But next fixture, Cambridge United versus Sheffield Wednesday.
I really hope Cambridge do us a favour tomorrow.
Sheffield Wednesday 2-0.
Oh, that's going to be
Sheffield.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Sheffield Wednesday, obviously the better side, but that might be a hard one. See, I'm not going to lie. I'm dreading Cambridge away in December because that's where we lost last season, and they always turn up when they play us.
Exactly.
I said to Liam last week when we went out after the game, I said, I can see us doing really well in this on paper easy form, but the one game I can see us dropping points is Cambridge away.
Jesus, their match in March the 12th, 2022, 6-0 Sheffield Wednesday. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, if this was Hillsborough, I would have got a Sheffield Wednesday win, no problem.
Yeah, but I know Cambridge they had a decent start, but then they've dipped. But I feel Cambridge are still that type of team that I feel they could pull off a surprise. I know they haven't beaten Derby. They lost 2-0 at home. Then they lost 3-0 to Ipswich, and they lost 2-1 to Bristol. I don't know.
No, I think Wednesday will be too strong for me. I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah. 2-1 Sheffield Wednesday. And then I'll probably go for a one better 3-1. I'll probably go for one better 3-1. Yeah. But for Sheffield Wednesday as well, they look like probably maybe one of the favourites to go into the promotion playoffs. They look a very stronger team this year. They've bought well as well. You can honestly say that, definitely. That's main. Well, that's the thing though with League One as well, because obviously it's one step before the Championship. But like buying players as well, and like we got Ballymumba off Norwich. I don't know how we got him because he's, in my opinion, Norwich shouldn't have let him go. But I know they're doing
if we go up to the Championship next season, that's going to be a battle whether we keep him in the Championship or he goes back to Norwich.
Yeah, I don't know how we would replace him.
I think if you got into the Championship, right, I reckon you lot could go back down straight away because.
Oh God! I already said this to Liam last week that if we go up to the Championship next season, there's one thing I care about doing in the Championship next season. That's to simply stay up. That's all I care about.
Yeah. And it depends if we can buy right. If we can, obviously, if we let some of our loans go, we'd have to find proper replacements. Cooper would obviously stay. I know Cooper would.
Because if we want to go for this Premier League dream eventually, then all I want to do the next season, if we go into the Championship, stay in the league, and then the next few seasons we try and build on that. If it goes to plan, it goes to plan. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Why can't you not do what Luton did? Like Luton, for me, lost in the semi-final of
exactly.
Man, I can't believe they got into the playoffs at the Championship, man.
I can see,
stupid.
Honestly, back when I was a kid, I grew up with us being in the Championship, and Ian Holloway looked to be capable of building a team that was going to get promoted to the Prem, but then he went to Leicester, and then it all went downhill from then.
Yeah.
We finished 10th in the Championship in 2008 as well. And then in 2009, we just survived, finished 21st.
Mhm.
Norwich
That's
went
crazy.
down,
That's
Southampton
crazy.
went down, Charlton went down, and then in 2010 we went down. And then in 2011, even worse, we went down again.
And then next year we nearly went down again, but we
I know.
just managed to survive.
They were awful years, 2012 and 2013.
Have Plymouth ever played anyone big in the FA Cup?
Arsenal,
Chelsea,
Liverpool. There's 5 teams I've never seen Argyle play. Aston Villa, Fulham, Man United, Man City and Tottenham. And the last time they played Fulham was just before I was born. So, yeah, obviously I can't really count that. Argyle have played Everton in the FA Cup when I was born, but I was so young, so I couldn't quite remember it that well. So the first one I remember was when we played Arsenal in 2009.
2000, yeah,
What was the
2005.
score in 2009 against Arsenal?
3-1 to the Gunners.
Okay.
It was Carl Dugard who scored for us. We signed him from Colchester. And Colchester, fun enough, were in the Championship around then as well.
Yep.
Does Cole still play? Was he retired?
I don't know, actually. I'll have a look. I
And
don't
as well-
think he does, because it was... I
remember the Liverpool game.
Yeah, no,
I
he's
remember the
retired,
Liverpool
he's
game very
retired.
well
Oh,
because obviously we drew 0-0 to them at Anfield, which was crazy how we.
Oh,
drew to
he's
them.
the same age as Frank Lampard, so it makes sense that he's retired. He was at Colchester from 1995 to 2008, and Colchester finished so high in the Championship in 2007. We signed him from Colchester in 2008, and then we kept him till 2011, the year we went down to League Two, and then he went back to Colchester for 3 more seasons.
Yeah. But like we played against Liverpool as well. I remember that game 0-0 at Anfield. The atmosphere was incredible that we had at Anfield. But then we went back to home
They
park.
came to home park.
Yeah. Only a 1-0 loss. That was against That was when Jurgen Klopp was slowly rebuilding the Liverpool side. But a 1-0 loss against Liverpool wasn't really that bad though.
No,
I mean, it was his first proper season in Liverpool. I know. I know he was there the season before, but he joined in October, so it doesn't really count. Not really the whole season, is it? Because Rodgers got sacked.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it was his first proper season at Liverpool, and obviously that was the year they signed Mane as well to join Coutinho and Firmino.
Yep.
But if Plymouth do go to the Championship, right, will you be able to keep people like Sam Cosgrove?
Well, but he's only just joined us.
He's only just joined us.
So the ones I'm worried about are Hardy, Cooper, and who else?
Jordan Houghton,
because he's on loan. Finn Azaz because he's on loan.
Jordan Houghton.
Jordan, he's permanent, but I think he'll stay.
The 2 I'm worried about the most, I'd say, Luca, are Cooper and Hardy.
I think, and I think I heard Shuey come out earlier and say that there's been no bids for Cooper.
But at the same time, though, Michael Cooper's girlfriend lives in Tor Point, and I think from what I've heard, Cooper doesn't want to leave the club. But I guess the worst case scenario is that at the same time, money does talk. So yeah,
We'll
see what
money
happens.
talks,
But
man,
if he does leave, we just need a decent replacement. But no, hopefully, touch wood, he'll stay. But like, yeah, the 2 I can, the one I can see leaving the most is Hardy. Although having said that, he has picked up his form again. It just depends. Just depends if he can keep that going again.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly. But swiftly moving on to the next game, Cheltenham versus Bristol Rovers.
Oh, they're rivals as well. That I think that'll be a good game of football.
Mm-hmm. Just writing the names down, but if you look
guys go first on this one.
Yeah. If you look at the previous results for both teams, if you look at Bristol Rovers, they beat MK Dons.
It did. I was there. Yeah.
Then they beat Cambridge, and then we won't count Crystal Palace Academy. And then they drew the Exeter 2-2. So in the last 3
Do you
games...
think Bristol Rovers is a team where they could actually try and push for playoffs?
Oh, God. I don't know, if I'm truly honest. Because obviously we don't see Bristol Rovers as if you talk to Pieface about Bristol Rovers, he absolutely hates them.
Pie face. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I met Pieface at Wickham, but we just spoke about how much of a bogey team Wickham
Does he
is
go
for
to the Plymouth games?
To be honest, he does go to some, but then he's got loads of things to do, like Twitch, obviously. But then he's got other things like he was with the Sidemen like a couple weeks ago, and then he's got other fucking business stuff to do. So it depends, really.
The guy is famous.
Your guy's too famous, and he's from the mighty Plymouth, mate. Plymouth, lovely. But,
Crazy how he got famous.
But speaking with Cheltenham and Bristol Rovers, I feel like this could be a Cheltenham win. I think Cheltenham could win 2-1.
Nah, I think it'll again be a draw.
It could be. It could be.
I
I'm
think
not saying.
I think Bristol Rovers will win 1-0.
They don't like each other, and even though it's at Cheltenham's ground, I think Bristol Rovers and Joey Barton will be up for this game.
So do I.
I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw. I would like to see a 2-2 draw. That would be interesting.
If this was at the Memorial Stadium, I would have gone with a home Bristol Rovers win.
Yeah. Then
I'm gonna go 2-2 draw between these two.
Top scorers. Collins on 6 goals, and then Alfie Mays on 3 goals and 2 assists. Then if you look at the previous results, to be honest, they haven't played each other in God knows how long. But I know they've played in the EFL Trophy and the EFL Cup. But since then, when's the last time they played? 2014. Like in the league.
2015 was the last time.
Mad. 2014 in the league. That's crazy. But we'll see what Harvey England and Liam says about this this game. But I feel like it could be a Cheltenham win. But then, like Jack said, Bristol Rovers will be up for this game. They will be up for this game.
They don't like each other at all.
Yeah.
Those two.
Yep, definitely. But I don't even want to look at their badge. But obviously, Exeter City versus Oxford. I'm still
Exeter will win 2-1.
I can understand, but then I'm like a little bit angry about it as well because I don't like saying that they'll win.
The thing is, I can see them winning tomorrow, but even though Oxford are on awful form at the moment,
yeah, it is.
Oh.
Even though Oxford are on awful form at the moment, they might turn it around tomorrow. But like I said, I think Robinson will go if they lose tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. And if you look, and as well with Exeter, they beat Forest Green 4-0, drew the Bristol Rovers 2-2. Beating Barnsley 2-0 and then losing 4-2 to Cheltenham.
But then again, this is what Exeter lack this season. I'd actually argue that they're apart from their impressive win against Wickham at the start of the season at home, I'd actually argue that I'd say in a way their away form is better than their home form.
To be honest.
I look at their Barnsley win and Forest Green win, for example, compared to their Burton defeat, Cheltenham defeats. And I think Oxford on paper are a better side than both Cheltenham and Burton. So
they are,
yeah.
Especially when they're similar to us. Actually, they just missed out on the playoffs last season as well.
But why is it Oxford is so bad?
They have had a lot of injuries. From what Young Fan Podcast has been telling me.
Yeah, but
it's all 3 of them, mate. It's MK, Oxford, and Wickham. All 3 of them. They've all had slow starts to this season.
But do you think they can turn it around? Like, think about Nottingham Forest were in this situation.
I can remember the Nottingham Forest being last year, and then it instantly went. They went all the way.
Do you think
that's the thing? And Wickham fans are confident they'll turn it around second half of the season.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with Wickham, but I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, to be fair, we can't forget that Wickham nearly got to the Championship again this season as well. But obviously, they had no chance on Sunderland in the final, it turned out.
Exactly. But with Oxford, though, as well, I'm still going to just stick with my guns. I'm never... Until there's a game, I'm like Exeter. But I'm never going to predict an Exeter City win. I'm saying 1-0 Oxford.
I'm going 2-1 Exeter.
I'm going 2-2 draw.
2-2 draw.
Again. At the start of this week, I thought, watch Exeter, beat Oxford, then they'll draw with Fleetwood at home on Tuesday night. And then who have they got after Fleetwood? No, sorry, they got Fleetwood at home next weekend.
All right.
Who do they have following that? They have some sort of an away game. I just can't remember where it is.
If you go
Derby, that's it.
Yeah.
Derby away. I can see Derby winning that. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I think considering Oxford's poor form at the moment, this could be a game they might turn it around. But no, I'm going to back for them to get a point. I'm going to go 2-2 draw.
Mm-hmm. But you should do, if you're struggling to try and find the matches, you should use the website I'm on. Because it's quick to find. It's quick to find.
We're Derby's owners. It's not Mike Ashley, isn't it?
I don't think so. I don't think Mike Ashley's anywhere at the moment.
He was interested in
Newcastle.
He was interested in taking them over, but I don't think
he was
him now.
No, it's Clough's Developments who own Derby.
Have they got a lot of money now, Derby?
I'm not sure.
I still think they're in a bit of a. I still think they've got a bit money problems.
Some people, like Fog Dad, he had Derby to win the league this season, but I didn't have Derby in my top 6 at all.
No.
I had Derby 8th in my.
But they said that they predict. The thing is, though, they predicted us to not even finish in the playoffs.
I mean, I know it's got overconfidence and bias, but I had us second. I was confident in us this season. So.
Yeah. But next game is Fleetwood versus Shrewsbury.
Another one.
Shrewsbury
are so inconsistent, though. That's no wonder they're mid-table.
Yeah. But I think this could be a scraper for any team.
I could see Fleetwood getting a cheeky win here.
That's what I feel. I think it could be a scraper, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go 2-1 Fleetwood.
I was about to say 2-1 as well.
Well, you can if you want. It's your choice at the end of the day. Freedom of speech.
Oh, yeah. But, no, because I was like, you're going to say 2-1, aren't you? You're going to say 2-1.
How is Shrewsbury 9th in the league?
I don't know.
To be honest, I did have them to finish in mid-table this season anyway, because I thought of some of the summer spendings they did. So I had them stay in League One, no problem. But I was not expecting them to be 9th. No, I had them. Where did I have Shrewsbury in my predictions? I think it was 15th. I had Shrewsbury in my predictions. Yeah, it was 15th. So yeah, no, like Exeter, Shrewsbury, I would say, if someone was a Shrewsbury fan right now, I'd say I'd be pretty happy with the start of the season.
And if you look at
especially when you're ahead of Derby in the table and Charlton.
Mm-hmm. If you look at the previous results as well, 1-1 at Shrewsbury's home turf, but then at Fleetwood, Shrewsbury beat them 3-0 last year.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So I don't know, but anything could happen. I think Fleetwood this year are much better than last year for sure. They're much better than last year.
Scott Brown is doing a decent job there at the moment.
He's doing all right. I didn't think Scott Brown weren't the answer for Fleetwood, but he's actually doing really all right.
Yeah. Then we'll go on to the next one now. I'm just writing the team names down. But next one anyways.
You know what? I'm going to connect my Mac right now and put that on in the background while I'm doing my next video later on.
Yeah.
I forgot Brentford and Brighton were playing tonight, so yeah. I'm going to put that on in the background.
Worries. But next game is Ipswich versus Lincoln.
They'll beat Lincoln.
They'll beat Lincoln.
Ipswich will win 2-0.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 3-1.
Yeah.
Good shout.
That is a good shout. Yeah.
They haven't. To be honest, I know they're currently. This is Lincoln I'm talking about. I know Lincoln are currently 18th in the league, which I know you might say isn't great, but in some of the games I've seen them play this season, especially in that Bristol Rovers away win, I don't think they've been that bad, to be honest, this season. And again, they're like Shrewsbury. They're just another inconsistent team.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tricky one with Lincoln.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they could finish anywhere this season. I can't see them going down, but I can see them finish anywhere in either that bottom half, apart from the bottom four, or in the top half around 12th or 11th place or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, like, if you look at that game there, Lincoln 6, Bristol Rovers.
And that Derby win was superb.
Well,
And they got a point
18.
against Cheltenham.
Yeah, crazy.
But no, I think Ipswich will be too strong for
and
them.
as well,
I'm
Ipswich
going
last
3-1
week.
Ipswich.
Ipswich last week, they were 1-0 down to Morecambe, and then they beat them 2-1.
I really thought Morecambe were going to do us the biggest of favours last week, and then Ipswich turned it around.
Yeah. But I think Ipswich will comfortably win that. I say 3-1. No, actually, do I say 4-1? I'm going 4-1 actually.
I'm going to go 2-0.
I'll go one higher, 4-1.
Here's the other prediction though: will Ladapo get on the score sheet yet again?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we probably will, won't he?
Yeah.
What do you think of Freddie? What do you think of Freddie Ladapo?
He's class.
He is good.
I'm probably saying that though because he used to play for us as well. But like when he was at Rotherham, he literally terrorised us, especially the last season as well. And then he did it again when Ipswich took the lead against us this season.
Mm-hmm. But what did you say for the scoreline, Jack?
3-1 to Ipswich.
3-1 Ipswich. Yeah.
Me 2-0.
Mm-hmm. Nice. But obviously this I'd love for Lincoln to do us a favour, but honestly, Ipswich, I think their team is too strong for Lincoln, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Their team is too strong. And they are competitors right now with us.
They are.
For sure.
They are 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
That game at Portman Road half in January is going to be huge.
Oh, for sure. It definitely is. But we'll move on to the MK Dons versus Plymouth one last.
Oh, God,
we'll move on to that one last.
Oh, no, yeah, of course we're doing it last, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'll write this team name down before I actually.
That'll be a hard game. Wycombe, Peterborough. That'll be a very interesting game.
Yep.
I think Port Vale will beat Forest Green, no problem.
Yeah, Forest. Yeah, Port Vale versus Forest Green Rovers.
Will win. I think Peterborough will beat Wycombe.
I don't know. I know
it's one of those games where Peterborough can slip up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Port Vale, I think Port Vale will win this.
Yeah, so do I. I think it'll be.
They beat Derby last week. Like, who can say that they
look so much better than Forest Green do right now as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going 2-0 Port Vale.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like that they're overachievers. I think Port Vale.
They are overachievers.
They are overachievers for sure.
I had them to go down as well because they came up from the playoffs, and I just didn't think they'd do it this season. But no, they are overachieving. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I had 3 of the promoted clubs to survive this season and 1 to go down. I had Forest Green to finish 20th, but I know I think they're going to go down.
Yeah.
I said in my predictions, I reckon 3 will stay up and 1 will go down. And I said I reckon Port Vale will be the ones going down. But now, as it stands, I think it'll be Forest Green going down and the other 3 staying up.
Yeah. I think it could be 1-0 Port Vale. I don't think Port Vale will score loads of goals, but I think they will get the win. I think it'll be 1 goal that will separate it. Because obviously last year as well, they were in the same league last year. League 2.
Yeah, but they were in the same league as last season.
Yeah. So like 1-1 and 2-0. So I feel like Port Vale will be at 1-0 for sure. What would you say for this scoreline, Jack?
2-0 Port Vale.
2-0 Port Vale. 2-0 Port Vale. Fair enough. But then obviously the last one before we move on to the almighty Plymouth versus MK Dons.
Actually, there is one more fixture. There is one more fixture half that isn't shown because it's on Monday night. Charlton Portsmouth.
Yeah, we'll move on to that.
Why is it on a Monday?
Screw it.
Sky Sports.
Should we add that one as well?
Oh yeah, of course. It's part of
Yeah,
it's part of
yeah.
Matchday 15 anyway.
Yeah, it's Matchday 15. We'll add that one. We'll add it. Screw it. We'll add it. But Wickham. Well, let me click back on this result again. Wickham versus Peterborough.
Tough game, really, because
That is a tough game.
For me, Peterborough, right? When we played Peterborough a couple of weeks ago, I was there, right? And they torn us apart, and then we turned up and got 2 consolation goals, and people were wondering we were going to scrape a draw and come back from 3-0 down, but we lost the game 3-2. And
I've seen that game, yeah.
yeah, Peterborough have got quality around the pitch. They've got Johnson Clark Carroll, who used to play for us, and
he's top scorer in
and
the league.
They've got Ricky J. Jones as well.
Yeah, he's a quality player as well.
Yeah,
it's
he's
a shame
good, Ricky J. Jones.
It's a shame Peterborough don't have Sammy Esmodics anymore. So he's not there anymore. So Peterborough are a quality side. And for me, look, is it Darren Ferguson, their manager?
No, Grant McCann.
Grant McCann, that's it, yeah.
And he's proved it before going up to the Championship from League One.
He has.
He did it with Hull.
Because the thing is for Peterborough, they've had Darren Ferguson loads of times, like 3 times, and he's always got them promoted. And Grant McCann's a top manager in League One. He knows how to get teams. He's a proven winner. He's got so much experience. But Peterborough, one of those teams, just can't stay in the Championship.
That's what I don't want us to do if we go up this season. Is to do
You've got
exactly
to be
what Peterborough
ready.
and Rotherham have been.
Yeah, you've got to be ready
yo-yo
for it.
club.
You've got to be ready for it.
It's like with us. We went up in the Championship under Carl Robinson in the 2014-15 season, and we got relegated with 39 points. Like,
that is unlucky.
We only won like not many games. We got relegated with 39 points. And 39 points, if you want to stay in the Championship, you need at least 50 points. 48 points.
Yeah, definitely.
And for me...
no, I'm thinking the Premier League. No, the Premier League, it's 40. You want to stay up.
40.
Yeah, 40. Because I think we've had lower points in the Premier League before.
Derby was 11 points.
That's the worst
Derby
Premier
was
League
11,
team I've ever seen.
Yeah, Derby was 11 points in the 2007-8 season.
Villa was 17 points in 2016. That team was so bad.
That was so
bad.
That was so bad.
It was.
But speaking on the Wickham versus Peterborough game, I think Peterborough will win this.
Yeah, so do I.
I think Peterborough will win it.
I think they'll win 2-1.
2-1, yeah. I was thinking 2-1 as well, because I feel like at the moment Peterborough do concede. They haven't had a clean sheet in a long time. They haven't had a clean sheet since the Port Vale game.
But
I'm going for another draw.
Game. This game could have Peterborough keeping a clean sheet, or this game could be one of those games where Peterborough will slip up.
Yeah, so because it could either be a game where Peterborough like 2-0, maybe 2-0, or maybe like Jack just said 2-2.
Yeah,
anything could happen, really. I'm just thinking 2-1. Screw it, 2-1 Peterborough. Then you're going for 2-2, Jack.
I'm going for a draw, but I don't know if I'm going to go for 2-2. I'm going to go 1-1. Mind you, actually, no. I will go 2-2, actually, considering the fact that you've just said about Peterborough conceding so many goals, which they do as well. And I can see it again. I can see it being another good game of football. So yeah, no, I'm going to go 2-2.
Yeah, nice. And then to round this part off, obviously I just forgot about this game, but Charlton versus Portsmouth. It's a Monday game. It's a Monday night game. And hopefully,
I hope Charlton do us another massive favour.
Pray to the Lord, Charlton do us a favour.
I think Portsmouth are going to win this game.
To be honest, I hate to say it, so do I. I said to the guys at the fish market last night, I reckon Portsmouth will win 2-1. But I do think Charlton is going to give them a hell of a game. But I do think Pompey will just scrape it.
Yeah. But
Plus, it's Pompey.
who can
They
say
like
that
beating jammy
Charlton,
like
they beat, I know Exeter, they're on and off team, but look at Portsmouth drawing to Fleetwood. Like, you never know. Anything could happen,
that.
really.
True. But then again, also pressure is on them because they still got 2 games in hand. And if they win those 2 games in hand, that'll put them on 28 points, which is 3 points behind us and 2 points behind Ipswich, 2 points ahead of Sheffield Wednesday.
And question is, can they do it in front of the Sky Sports cameras?
So yeah, Portsmouth have to win if they want to keep up. But no, I think they will win. I think it'll be 2-1. But I do think, I hate to say it, but I do think Charlton will give them a game. I'd love to see Charlton win though. So it's one of those score predictions where I'm like, I'll be happy if I get it wrong.
Yeah.
Because of obvious reasons. Up the greens.
Up the greens. Right, 2-1 Portsmouth. But I might go for a 3-1. I think it could be one of those games where obviously Charlton will give them a good fight to the end, but I feel like Portsmouth will probably get like 2 goals in the last 10 minutes like they've done before.
I think it'll be a good game also because they're when I was a kid they were two ex-Premier League teams.
They were
playing against each other as well. Over the years, I watched us being in the Championship. And
I remember that as well.
It
might pop up on the head-to-head here. So it might pop up here, or it might.
It'll be further down.
Oh no, right.
Oh, no.
I know they were obviously both in the Prem and all that. So
you had like Darren Bent for Charlton against Ben Charney for Portsmouth.
The players Peter Crouch, Jermaine Defoe.
Herman Hariason played for both clubs.
Kevin Prince
and he was brilliant at both of them.
I swear Kevin Prince Boateng used to play for them, Portsmouth. Or am I wrong?
Solly Montari was at Portsmouth.
I know Solly Montari was there. He was a good player.
Yeah, I think Kevin Prince Boateng was at Portsmouth.
Benjani
is probably one of the best Pompey players I've ever seen in my life.
Nico Cranchire
was there. Pedro Mendes was there.
Yeah.
No, he was.
And all these lot are retired now. So
Kevin Prince Boateng.
That's sad. Yeah, that's sad. Sad times. But yeah, I feel like this will be a good game. And hopefully, I hope Charlton do us a favour, but I'm not going to bet my house on, I'm not going to bet my life savings on it. But hopefully, I would like to see him do it. I'd like to see him do it, though. At the end of the day, it would be good. It would be good to see them do it. Simple as that.
Well, that means for next week, we're going to have to do our predictions on either Thursday or Wednesday because Ipswich Derby's Friday night next week.
Yes, it is.
Yay!
And that's also on Sky.
Expected. Nice.
I don't have work next Friday night, so I'll watch that actually.
Good, that's
really good. And then last game.
Oh, here we go.
MK Dons versus Plymouth.
Go on, Luca. What's your prediction? Let's hear it.
Right. So for me, we've been on a very, very, very bad run, and I think the players what we brought in are not good enough. And compared to last season, we played the 2 games against you. We didn't lose. We got 4 points against you, and I'm not confident going into this game. I love to be optimistic, but the way we're playing, the way we look a mess as a club, the players just don't look like they're not a team anymore. Like we can't get the service to Will Grigg. We've got 2 wonder kids from the Irish League, right? And it's not good enough. And
I can see why you're annoyed.
Dean Lewington, right, was our best player on Tuesday night against Bristol Rovers. We put him as a centre back, and he was good. Jamie Cumming made a few decent saves the other day. So, however, I'm not confident. I think you lot are flying at the moment, and I'm very surprised that you're top of the group at the moment. But Plymouth weren't Plymouth in this situation before that you were top of the league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm worried about. I know we're doing amazingly at the moment. It just depends if we can keep it up.
How many
we can
games
keep
have you
it up,
lost this
yeah.
season? How many games have you lost?
We've lost 2.
Twice,
We've won,
Fleetwood away and Cheltenham
and
away.
we've won 10.
And I went
drawn
to Cheltenham
1.
away as well. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. And,
For me, I think Plymouth will win 3-0, to be honest. I have no confidence in this team, to be honest. But you never know in football, man. Anything can happen.
Mate, yeah, I've always said it.
The problem with us is that I hate to say it, is that we're known for bottling things, and so are Portsmouth to a certain degree.
Yes.
And there's someone in my workplace still reckons that the top 2 at the end of the season are going to be Ipswich and Sheffield Wednesday, and us and Pompey to both miss out and stay in League One next season. Which I really hope not. I'm really confident in the team. Our team are absolutely brilliant, and I know history can repeat itself, but this time I don't think we will. I really think we're gonna go all the way and at least attempt to. Well, we'll definitely be in the playoffs at least, but obviously, attempt to be promoted.
Yeah.
It just
100%.
makes me excited though, because I feel there could be ups and downs, there could be twists and turns, and then shocking results.
We will lose a game at some point, definitely. We will lose a game. Don't know when it's coming.
But yeah, that's the thing. It scares me when this loss is going to come. Like, this is why
I only won't mind losing a game depending on the table. If we lost a game, for example, and I don't know, our nearest rivals Ipswich were like, I don't know, 10 or 11 points behind, and it only closes the gap to like 8 points.
Yes.
I wouldn't be as fussed. But if it was like, I don't know, 3 points, they were right on our tail, then obviously, yeah, I'd be annoyed.
Yeah, that's the thing. But as well, we're 5 points in front of Sheffield Wednesday right now, which is still not a healthy position to be in.
It's not healthy, but it's not healthy, but it's not tight either.
Yeah. But as well, then you've got Portsmouth on 2 games in hand.
So it's not healthy, but it's not tight either regarding Sheffield Wednesday. But I said already, the most pressured team is Pompey because they need to win their 2 games in hand.
They need to win.
Are you worried going into this game against us? Are you worried about, because we haven't won for ages? Are you worried or?
I'm 50-50 because I know that obviously Plymouth. We're not really away right now.
We're loads better at home than away.
We're better at home. Yeah, I think we conceded the same goals as we scored at away.
But having said that, in our 2 losses, only one of those losses we were awful. That Fleetwood game we were unlucky.
You were very unlucky.
They were just so much more clinical than we were that game, and we just threw away our chances. Whereas that Charlton game, we were awful.
We were absolutely awful. But since then,
there's only 2 performances this season where I'd say that I thought the other team were the better side, and that was Charlton away. And even though we won, I was so happy. Sheffield Wednesday at home.
Yeah, they had really good chances. When they hit the post, I was like, "Whoa, how the hell did that?"
I really thought they were going to take the lead, but I didn't think they were going to win either. I thought it was going to be a draw.
So that's the thing, though, and this is what I say sometimes. When you don't play well, but you still win games, it's like Man City, for instance. They don't play well, but then they still get games. It shows that we're fighting until the end for every single game possible, and that we've got the passion, desire to win games. Main reason
why we won 2-1 against Sheffield Wednesday was because Darren Moore got his subs wrong and Stephen Schumacher got his sub spot on.
Yeah, he got his subs. Like Barry Bannon, how he brought him off was...
Like we said already, Harv, it was a shoey masterclass at the end.
Yeah, it was a shoey masterclass, yeah. But for this game, it depends how Shuey's going to go into this game as well. Will he line up with 2 up front? Will he line up with 1 up front? But I think it could be a 2-0... I think it'll be a 2-0 win. I think we will.
I think we'll win, Luca. I think we will. I do think we'll win, Luca. But I do think you'll score a goal tomorrow. I'm going to go 2-1.
The possibility is again. I reckon it could be 3-0 or 3-1 Plymouth. I reckon
it could be 3-1. To be fair, I'm gonna go 2-1. I think we'll comfortably win the game. But I can still see you guys score a goal against us tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll go with 2-1 to us.
Bloody odds on Will Grigg to bloody score. Sharp. Aye. But obviously, we'll go to the league table as well. We'll bounce back to the league table.
Guys, I've got to go. So thanks for having me on.
No problem.
That's
before
brilliant.
You go, Luca. I know I know it's a bit late notice and stuff. I was going to say I've got a at 9 p.m. I've got a few League One fans coming on. We're pretty much doing a season review of the season so far for all 20 clubs. Wondering if you wanted to join. If you can't, honestly, it's no worries at all.
I won't be able to.
I'll be doing another one in Boxing Day anyway, because that'll be the halfway.
When are you doing another one? Do you do it weekly?
It's usually so far it's been like weekly. So like basically like your match of the days where they analyze all 24 teams. I try and do that. Well, recently I haven't had time lately because I've had so much on, but I've been trying to go through each of the 24 teams.
Who have you got coming on? Which League One vloggers have you got coming on? I might know
tonight. Young fan podcast, a Pompey fan called Callum, an Ipswich fan called Jacob, possibly a Sheffield Wednesday fan as well, but I don't know if that's confirmed yet.
Do you have anyone
like I said, I'll be doing another one in November anyway.
Do you have anyone like Bristol Rovers, Fleetwood, Portsmouth?
We're bringing one Rovers vlogs on next week for the Bristol Rovers preview.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
But yeah, no, when coming into next month and stuff, I'll see if more people can join on.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
More of a review. I do. Well, this is our main channel, the Argyle Way, the four of us together. But I have a second channel as well where my vlogs or episodes are of Argyle each game called Cornish Janner, hence the stupid title underneath my name. So
do you only support a League One? You don't support a Premier League club as well?
I do have a favourite Prem team, I will admit, but that's through my dad, so it's through family of that. And I went to the game last season because of that, because I've been waiting for it the whole of my life. My dad's a Chelsea fan, so they are my favourite Prem team because of that. So, and it's the same with you, isn't it, Harv?
Yeah, I'm Man United. It runs through my family.
My Premier League club also, I support MK Dons and Arsenal.
Fair enough.
And they're doing very well.
You're doing well, aren't you, Arsenal?
Yeah, they're doing all right. Yeah.
You beat Harvey's most hated team last week, Liverpool.
Yeah. To be honest, Liverpool right now. I know they beat Rangers 7-1, but you talk
to Harvey about Liverpool and he'll rant and rant.
I could rant on for ages how much I hate Liverpool.
To be fair, and this is where me and Luca will definitely agree, mate. It's the same with me with Spurs. I can't stand them.
Are you going to the game tomorrow, Dons?
I'm afraid not. No, I was going to go Bristol Rovers away next week, but then tickets bloody sold out so quickly. So unfortunately, I missed out. My next game, I do have Argyle TV though, so I will be watching it through there.
But if we get to the Championship next year, I will. If we do get to, hopefully we do. I would love to. If we do, I'll go to literally every away game.
That's what I mean. I'm hoping to get a season ticket next season.
Harvey, Jack, I've got to go now. I've got to bounce. But thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Oh no worries, Luca. Anytime, mate. Anytime.
Thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, man.
And we will send you the link of the YouTube video when it's on.
Yeah, send me the link, and then that'd be good. Yeah.
No worries. Brilliant.
No worries, mate. Have a good one, mate.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one.
Catch you soon.
See you later. All right. But to round it off as well, this video we'll look at the league table before we go off. I talked to Liam about it the other day as well. But we'll obviously talk to you, Jack, as well. But Plymouth Argyle first. It's always an amazing sight to see Ipswich second, Sheffield Wednesday third, Peterborough fourth, Portsmouth fifth, and Barnsley sixth. It could stay like that, but I think maybe Derby will push up a little bit further. Bolton could probably still push, but it depends if it does stay like this for the rest of the season, for sure. But now Peterborough's fourth now, which I didn't see, but they're 9 points.
Yeah, but I think Portsmouth are much stronger than Peterborough at the moment. Much stronger.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think anyone is as strong as us, Ipswich, Pompey, or Sheffield Wednesday at the moment.
We're the only team that's won double figures for wins right now.
Well, I think Ipswich will join us on that tomorrow.
Yeah, they'll join us with that. They'll join us soon.
But then imagine if Lincoln win though, it'd be amazing.
I would literally just I would try and find a Lincoln fan and I would literally message them to come on this review. I don't care.
Our game after we play Scum on Halloween, our next game's Lincoln away.
Yeah. And I'll happily just say thank you. I'll just keep on saying thank you for beating Ipswich for us. Thank you, mate. But Bolton 7th. Obviously, fog them, support them. But right now, 13 goals scored and 8 goals conceded. It's a little low for a team that's 7th, but it depends, really. It depends how their season, the rest of their season goes, because I feel like they could probably push up a little bit higher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I've just seen that Liam's just put, how did the rest of the preview
Yeah,
go?
and Jacob's just messaged me saying, oh, it's 8:45 p.m. still on. I just said, yeah, I'll send you the link in a minute.
Yeah.
We're just finishing our MK video.
Yeah, that's brilliant. But
yeah, we'll look through the rest of the table anyway.
Yeah, Exeter 8th. They're very overachievers. Very overachievers.
I hate to say it, as much as I can't stand them, they are doing brilliantly this season.
They are way overachievers.
For their standards, obviously.
For their standards, yeah. And then you look at the same for Shrewsbury as well.
And that's what I was thinking on Tuesday night. I was like, oh God, if they beat Charlton, they're gonna be in the blimmin' playoffs. Oh my God, could you?
And you wouldn't imagine it. You wouldn't imagine it as well.
And then someone said to me, imagine if Exeter finished in the playoffs. So I said, well, they'll get to the final, but they'll bottle the final. They'll bottle it. They call us, people call us bottlers, but Exeter are even bigger bottlers.
But I swear there's like Portsmouth and other teams as well that are proper bottlers as well.
We just, us and Pompey just bottle it higher than Exeter do. Exeter just Exeter.
But the consistency for us right now is on top notch. But it depends if we can keep it going. I think we could, but for the first loss at home park, I don't know when it's going to happen, but hopefully it doesn't happen for a while.
The difference between us and Ipswich and Pompey is that those two blue clubs have drawn a lot more than we have.
Exactly.
And our only and that draw was against Portsmouth in a match that we nearly and should have won anyway.
Yeah,
from how that second half went.
Mm-hmm. But in 9th and 10th, Shrewsbury and Derby County, and they're the underachievers right now. Derby County.
Derby and Charlton are.
And I thought they would be in the
then
top
again, having said that,
Charlton
did finish 13th last season. Yeah. So,
and I thought Derby would be in the top 5 of the players that they've got. They've got Collins, and then they've got
Mirahan, McGoldrick,
and then Mendes Lang. That's how you say his name.
I mean, I had them 8th because I just thought they'd be one of those teams where they should have stayed in the Championship, but when they go down to League One, they won't go back up straight away.
And they've got good young talent as well, like Max Bird.
That's exactly what happened with Ipswich in 2019 because they finished bottom of the Championship. Next season they did, and they've been in League One ever since.
Yeah. And that's that, really. That's all you could say. But then Charlton, 11th. They were in the bottom half of the table, but then they've moved up to the top
with
half.
That win over Exeter.
It was expected because I don't think Charlton were going to stay at the bottom half of the table for long. Because
that game was meant to be played in September anyway, and even then I had Charlton to win the match.
Yeah, and they've got Portsmouth next, which
I'm praying Charlton win that, but I do think Pompey's going to win 2-1. But I'd love it if Charlton win that.
The most surprising team in the top half, 12th.
Oh, they are. Fleetwood, I'd have to say, apart from us, obviously, I have to say Fleetwood, apart from us and Ipswich, I'd probably say Fleetwood are probably, if you're gonna give an award to like team of the season on like an award, they're like, they've done so well for what you don't think and stuff, and or like an award for like team of the season that you don't, they've done brilliantly for their standards, then I give it to Fleetwood.
The most underrated squad of the season, I'd say.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, should we look at the bottom half?
Yeah, then the bottom half of the table, Accrington Stanley 13th with that loss to us. But it was inevitable that they were going to lose. I don't think they were going to beat us anyways. But for Accrington Stanley anyways, their next match, to be honest, I can't even
MK, I had to struggle a bit more anyway with the losses of Twine and Darling. But for me, the underachievers of this season so far are Oxford and Wickham.
Yeah, definitely. But Accrington Stanley, they've got Derby next. Like you said, they could win with that, but
Derby might get another impressive away win. You never know. They did against Cambridge the other week.
Mm-hmm. And then Cambridge, speaking of Cambridge,
From the way Aki played against us in some of last Saturday, I think they could beat that.
They were very frustrated. What I thought, they were a very frustrating team. They played mostly for set pieces, definitely mostly for set pieces, and they were just a very frustrating team to play against. But we came out with the win, simple as that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and then Cambridge, 4 losses in the last 5. It's not the greatest record to have at the moment.
I still think they'll be in League One.
They will be in
season,
League One.
Though.
No doubt
I think they'll
about
be
it.
fine.
Yeah, they will be in League One.
Cambridge. Out of looking at that bottom half, I think Cambridge and Lincoln will be fine.
Yeah, they will for sure. And then under Cambridge, Bristol Rovers. I don't understand how they're 15th, but if we look here, their win against MK Dons 1-0. 2-1 win against Cambridge, and then 2-2 draw against Exeter.
Yeah.
Brexeter.
Brexeter.
I just thought of that. Brexeter.
It's funny because they're a Labour city. Exeter are, because I think the reason why Exeter not that I want to get into politics or anything, but I think the reason why Exeter are more Labour than Conservative, probably because they're a uni city. So it doesn't surprise me at the end of the day.
Yeah, but Bristol Rovers, they could stay up, but I don't. For Joey Barton's side, it depends how they keep on going. Like they've got Cheltenham next. Maybe if they do win, then they could push up into the top half of the table, which is very.
Was this Bristol Rovers? Sorry.
Yeah. If they do win, they go into the top half of the table. If the other teams don't have results going their way, which is pretty crazy if you think about it.
Mate, it's League One for you. It can get as tight as Thanos' snap.
Yep, exactly. But then Port Vale 16th. I feel like they're the one of the better sides, not the better than Exeter, of course, but the other better sides that have been promoted from League 2 last season. Definitely. I feel like they will beat Forest Green, but it just depends the scoreline. Then below them, Wickham 17th with the win against, if it pops up, Oxford. But like the Wickham fans saying, then we'll get playoffs, we'll push for playoffs. Come on, let's be realistic at this point. I don't think you'll finish playoffs.
If they did get playoffs, then that'd be a brilliant second.
It would be the best comeback story.
But to be fair, we nearly did it in 2018.
Yeah, if they did,
we were bottom in the first half, and then second half we looked to be in the playoffs, but we fell short at the end again, unfortunately, and we finished 7th.
Yeah,
again.
They'll come back into the playoffs and they'll do a bloody Amazon series about it, because that's what it's always like. But under them as well, 18th Lincoln. To be honest, if you look at their record, 2 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses in their last 5. But I know 11 games played, but 18th, it's not really looking the greatest. I know they've only played 11 games, but still not looking the greatest for Lincoln. And they've got Ipswich coming up.
Yeah.
Which is pretty scary if you're a Lincoln fan. And then Cheltenham, 19th, 3 wins in the last 5, but loss against Sheffield Wednesday 3-0. Just the ice on top of the cake, really, and shows that this season it'll be a hard season for Cheltenham. I think they'll be fighting for survival this entire season, I think.
Yeah.
I know they're 3 points clear of the relegation spot, but they'll be fighting all season, for sure. They'll be fighting all season. And then Oxford, 20th. Their next game is vital. If they lose the next game, then he'll be gone. Their manager will be gone, for sure.
It just depends on how many fans want him in or out or not.
Yeah, it just depends how many fans are loyal. Sorry, I'm gonna yawn here. Are loyal on him staying. Or how many fans love him or hate him. We'll see what happens with that. But then the bottom 4, Forest Green Rovers, MK Dons, Burton and Morecambe. MK Dons the most surprising team in there, as they were 3rd last season, but the massive decline looks pretty much real. Well, I don't think they will stay in the bottom 4, but
I mean, Morecambe haven't even conceded anywhere near as much as Forest Green and Burton. What the biggest weakness for Morecambe is that even though Morecambe have got a brilliant striker in Cole Stockton, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole Stockton. The problem with Morecambe this season at the moment is that they just can't score.
They can't score. They've only
scored 9 times.
Yeah. They only scored 9 times.
And how many goals has Cole Stockton scored so far?
We will have.
But he's not even top scorer. Top scorer is a Jensen Wire with 3 and Kieran Phillips with 3.
Wait, has he even scored one? Oh, okay. Okay then, interesting.
Cole Stockton scored 23 league goals last season.
Yeah.
26 overall for Morecambe last season.
But obviously, well, if you look at that, oh, come on, let me go down. He hasn't scored in 8 games. He hasn't scored.
He either is off form then or he's injured. I don't know.
He's played 8 times. Well, then we'll go back to that. But that's the thing, though. If he's not scoring, then I don't know what else I can say. I don't know what else I can say about that, if I'm truly honest. That's all I'm going to say about it. We're on the wrong. There we go. Now we're on the right screen. But for form-wise, the 4 losses in the last 5, 2-1 lost to Ipswich, 3-1 loss to Accrington Stanley, 2-1 loss to Cambridge.
I get why he hasn't scored for Morecambe, by the way. Back on the 18th of August, even though he's still at the club, back on the 18th of August, he handed in a transfer request.
Ah, okay.
And I think that's probably Derek Adams.
But I can kind of understand though, because he does want to go to a better team. I can kind of understand it because
it's not necessarily like a better team.
Not a better team.
Funny enough, the favourites to sign him were Port Vale, and they just came up.
Yeah, and I feel like he is good enough to play in a team like probably like obviously I think some of the teams that you see on the screen right here.
I think Stockton, if that's the case, I think Stockton's going to be one of the favourites to go somewhere in January.
Yeah, he'll probably move in January for sure.
Just depends where.
Yeah, but then if you look, and then with Morecambe as well, that's not the type of player that you want handing in a transfer request and not playing and not scoring goals this season. Because last season, he's like you said, he scored 23 goals, and it's a worrying times for Derek Adams' side. Very worrying times.
No, I agree.
Yeah. Then we'll obviously finish off with this. Because we always do it and we love doing it. We won't keep on doing it until we're off it. There we go. The lovely sight. Yeah, I've got the badge as well. I've got the Plymouth Argyle kit on as well. But brilliant video, everyone. I think that was like 1 hour and 45 minutes, which is crazy. But thank you everyone for watching. It's an absolute pleasure to have Luca on for this preview for the MK Dons versus Plymouth Argyle game. I really respect it a lot. But subs-wise at the moment, we're still on 130 subs, which is amazing after only getting on near a month and a half now, which is
remember
crazy.
Guys, subscribe to the Argyle Way, Cornish Jana and Harvey England.
Harvey England as well. The main 3 channels that is
they are the main 3.
Very consistent and at uploading my I've just seen this. Why is that? It's just
Harvey Rosevere's second channel is gonna be, I don't know, probably some GTA videos soon, boys. So you get to hear him swear.
Yeah, get to hear me swear. It literally just popped up with a notification of the Plymouth Argyle versus Accrington Stanley review. Okay.
What's been popped up?
The notification for the Plymouth Argyle versus Accrington Stanley review on our channel. Okay.
Oh right.
But don't know why it's popped up now. It was 3 days ago. But hopefully notifications work this time for all of you lot. But the views wise, 12,500 views. It's going up and up and up, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal. But hopefully we'll enjoy this video. We'll keep on obviously uploading regularly. We'll get more guests on. we'll get more guests on for sure. That's for sure. And then we'll keep on building up our channel. Target, as always, 1,000 subs before the end of the season. And as well, make sure you like the video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Take care.
And up the Argyle.
Up the Argyle, for sure.
Greenarmy.
And goodbye, everyone.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.